Hello and welcome. This is class number 51 of the UPSC Mains Answer Writing Initiative. I hope you have watched the earlier classes as well. If not, I'm giving the link of the entire playlist in the description of the video. Do go and see the earlier classes as well. It will really help you in removing the fear of mains answer writing from your own mind. What do we do here? We take a previous year question that the UPSC has asked in the mains examination, study that topic and try and answer that, and then in the end give you a homework as well for you to practice and hone your skills of answer writing. Also, to help you even further in your answer writing practice, I have launched a Mastering UPSC Mains Answer Writing program, which is a one-on-one mentorship program where I will be mentoring you personally to handle the UPSC answer writing in each and every kind of question. This will include weekly targets and weekly tests. We'll have a weekly interaction one-on-one with you and me, and I'll evaluate your progress as well. This is suitable for both those who will be writing mains in 2024 after result comes out and 2025 as well. If you want any other information about this, feel free to contact me over WhatsApp or call or email ID as has been given here. If you are new here, two things. One, hit the subscribe button right away if you have not done that. And second, if you are new here and you have no idea how to start answer writing, my suggestion again is go to the description of the video, go to the link of the playlist given, and in that playlist go to class number 1. In the very first class, I have discussed about how to structure an answer, how to write the introduction, what to write in the main body, what to write in the conclusion. I have discussed all of that, so make sure that you go ahead and see that as well. It will be extremely helpful for you. Now that you are done with that, let's see what question will we be answering today. Today we have taken up a question from 2022 paper GS3 from Environment. Explain the mechanism and occurrence of cloudburst in the context of the Indian subcontinent. Discuss two recent examples. So basically, it's a pretty straightforward factual question rather than you giving an opinion. So environment-based questions, geography-based questions are usually straightforward factual questions. You either know that or you don't know that. On the other hand, subjects such as, let's say, society, social justice, IR, those kind of questions are more of you thinking and giving your own opinion. In these kind of questions, it's not really opinion based, it's mostly just plain simple fact to be written. So you have to talk about how cloudbursts happen and basically its occurrence in the Indian subcontinent. So how do we do that? We'll start with the introduction. Introduction, either a definition or a fact. Now, in these kind of questions, what can be a fact? If in the recent years or in the recent months rather, there has been a famous instance of cloudburst in India, then you can start with that fact. You can say that, for example, in September 2023, we saw a major cloudburst in this part, which led to loss of these many lives or loss of this infrastructure. That can be a good beginning as a fact if it has happened recently. If you don't remember something like this happening recently, or if you don't remember something like this happening ever, then it's good to go with a definition. So this, we will define what is a cloudburst. So common people who are just walking on the roads, if you ask them what is cloudburst, they will say all of a sudden when there is a large amount of rainfall, that is a cloudburst, right? But you as a UPSC aspirant can't have the same generic definition as others, because understand this. One of the problems that I see in your answer writing is that you write very generic statements. If you just had to write a statement which any common man would say, then why is UPSC not making that common man as IAS officer? If you want to stand out to be an IAS officer and not any other common man, you have to be very specific. So there has to be a specific definition of cloudburst. It can't just be and all of a sudden when there is a high rainfall, that can't be cloudburst. There has to be a specific definition. So this is that definition. According to IMD, it is a weather phenomena with unexpected precipitation, means rain, exceeding 100 mm per hour over a geographical area of approximately 20 to 30 square kilometers. So this is the exact definition and you need to remember this. This is important for you. So this is the exact definition of cloudburst. Do remember this? It is generally observed in the Himalayan region in the Indian subcontinent. So that is how you will write the introduction. Now the main body mainly is about the mechanism of cloudburst, means how does it happen. So this is again a factual thing, step by step. First, It starts with formation of cumulonimbus clouds, that is when the moisture carrying air moves up a hilly terrain and forms a vertical column of clouds. Then we have the orographic lift, when these clouds usually cause rain, thunder and lightning. This then leads to raindrops. Instead of dropping down, they are carried upwards by the air current and thus new drops are formed, and that is how the existing raindrops become even bigger in size, and that is why you will see a heavy rainfall. The question was about the mechanism and the occurrence. So we have talked about the mechanism, how does it happen. Now the occurrence part, mainly where does it occur. So it mostly is concentrated in the hills of the Himalayas, that is the orographic region, and also sometimes in deserts when there is rapid convection. Since the question wanted you to discuss at least 2 examples, you can write a couple of examples here. It's not the only example. Unfortunately, we do see every single year some instance of cloudburst. So whichever you remember, you can mention. And if you want, you can mention just one single line, because cloudbursts are not different. The only thing that is different in different cloudbursts is the location would be different, damage caused would be different, but you can just give examples and a couple of lines if you want to conclude this. And this, we'll write the conclusion. To monitor the cloudburst, we need to have dense radar network, and cloudburst prone areas need to have a higher resolution weather forecasting models. This can be the conclusion. Again, you are not asked your opinion, so don't try and forcefully insert your opinion here. It's a simple, straightforward, factual question. That is how we can answer this. And now it's time for you to write an answer. Look at this question carefully. It's from IR. How has India's foreign policy towards Palestine and Israel evolved since gaining independence? Analyze the shift in India's stance considering recent events in West Asia and explore the consequences of these changes for India's diplomatic ties within the region. It's a very heavy question. There are 3 things that have been asked. You have to accommodate all these in these answers. First is India's policy towards Palestine and Israel. Second is the shift in the policy considering recent events. And third is consequences of these changes. So please focus on all these 3 to write this answer. If you want, I'll be happy to evaluate. You can send it over on this email ID. And again, if you want any other questions to be answered regarding the mains answer writing program, I'll be happy to get in touch. The number is given in the beginning and there is an email ID where you can get in touch. You can also join my Telegram channel. I'm giving the link in the description of the video. On the channel, I upload the PDF of all these lectures. Thank you so much. All the best for prelims result. Bye-bye. Jai Hind.